All right, next. This is kind of a goofy story. So the reason why I thought this was interesting, it's not so much about the Hooters story, which I think is interesting, but it's the problem that when men and or women say to other women, you're not healthy. You shouldn't be wearing clothes like that. It doesn't look good on you. They scream you're body shaming. They scream you're bad people. How dare you? I need my soundboard. I wish I had my soundboard with me. How dare you say these things about these strong, brave, independent, slightly very big women? But when it comes around to making fun of men, when it comes around to calling out men, not only do they do it in comments, they write articles about it. And the reason why there's not a big backlash is because most men are like, you know what? I don't give an F what you say about me. I don't, or at least healthy-minded men and women, but healthy-minded people are like, I don't care what you say about me. And so it never becomes a trend. There's no men writing articles out there about stop body shaming me, because we're just like, whatever, just shut up. But women take it very personally. So I want to talk about that a little bit and how these stunning and brave, very unhealthy women kind of went viral. Plus size Hooters in body shorts sparked debate. We are sexy and confident. First, notice the headline, plus size. Now, it used to be that a model was like a size 0 or 3 or 5, and the plus size models were size 8 or size 10. Then the plus models kind of became size 13. Now plus is anything from 5 to 40. Because these are, I mean, we're a little, just being honest here. And hey, stunning and brave, yes, I know, wonderful girls. But this isn't plus size. We're now getting into multiplication. Like, this isn't addition anymore. This isn't plus or addition. This is multiplicative. We're getting into the multiples here. So these girls, there's, but here's, the story is not about these gals so much. The story is, again, it's the branding. Is that if you had a bunch of guys standing up there in kind of, I don't know, slightly dressed clothing, saying we're hot, like we're good looking guys. And I know you guys always talk about the Brad Pitts and the muscular, I don't know, Jason Statham and I don't Henry Cavills of the world, but we're just as beautiful. We're just as attractive, just in a different way. I think the responses from women would be laughter and telling them to F off. So why is it shamed when guys do the same thing? Well, because we can't do that, you see. They say they're serving up thick thighs, breasts, and wings, and the thick girls want in. I don't see any wings in here, although based on their cholesterol and their weight, I'm sure there are some wings in some of their futures in the next couple of years. Fried chicken chain Hooters is in the thick of yet another social media beef. I like that they threw in fried chicken and beef in the middle of that one sentence. This time, the restaurant has been placed on cyber rotisserie spit in the debate over whether its 420 franchises should begin hiring full-figured women to sling their world-famous wings while donning their signature skimpy uniforms. Let me just put this in here now. If you're going to Hooters for the wings, you have no idea what a good wing tastes like. Hooters wings are not great. You're not there for the food. Let's just put it that way. Now, if you're there for again, we're 2021. Yes, this is kind of what the outfits look like. Even if you put that outfit on a very shapely to your vision. So if you like a girl with a little bit of meat on her bones, hey, great. If you like a skinny girl, whatever. But if you're paying to go into a Hooters to eat their decidedly average food, so you can look at a girl in this kind of outfit, like, good luck to you, I guess. The internet does exist. They say plus size Hooters girls, very interesting and intrigued, Twitter user wrote. Thursday, responding to a viral picture of plus-size influencer China Turner and her 6 equally statuesque friends dressed as sexy Hooters staffers. You hear the words statuesque, BBW, big, beautiful women, thick. Look, here's the thing, okay? Thick is supposed to be like with 2 C's, meaning like, she got a little extra something, something. These girls are so thick, there's got to be like 7 C's and you got a couple of K's in there. Let's be honest about this, okay? I don't think anybody, and again, if this is your thing, I got no hate. I'm not the type of person that's going to shame somebody for how they look. However, if you're going to put yourself out there calling yourself stunning and brave and picturesque and beautiful, okay, I'm going to call you out on that. Because if I sat here all day and was like, and I genuinely was saying like, look, hey, not every man is made in the mold of good old Joker here. Like, you don't get much better looking than this. If someone in the comments like, dude, please be joking because you're not that great looking a guy, I would be like, you are correct, sir. We're having a laugh with it. But if I was serious about it, I would rightfully be getting heat, okay? Because I am not God's gift to anybody but probably the mirror for me. But the point is they're acting like, oh, stunning and brave. We're so beautiful. We should be hired. I mean, we need to bring this in for everybody. I don't think so. They say, but the band of buxom beauties, okay, from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, isn't employed by Hooters. In fact, they were only wearing the brand's titillating togs as a group Halloween costume. My girls and I wanted to make a statement with our Halloween look this year, Turner, 30, told the Post. A message deeply woven into her body positivity platform, Big Dolls Empowerment. Okay, so they call themselves dolls. I don't walk around calling myself a stud. And if I did, I, again, would get rightful blowback. So when you're walking around and you're like, I'm a doll, baby, you're going to get some pushback. I'm sorry, you are. But again, the media doesn't do it. No one does it. And when people like myself do it and pick fun at it and have a little bit of fun, there's always someone that's going to comment like, how dare you? How you don't shame anyone and don't poke fun at these women. Look, they're the ones walking around thinking they're a gift to people. And you know what? If a supermodel's like, I'm a doll, baby, I'm God's gift to whatever, I'm going to make fun of her too, even if she's a supermodel. I'm going to make fun of anybody that's got a big head. These girls definitely have big heads. Those are some big heads. They says Hooters typically discriminates against bigger women, but I figured showing up and showing out the Hooters uniform would help spread the message that you don't have to be a size 2 to do you in a sexy, confident way. Let me say this. Look, you can do you in a sexy, confident way, and if you feel sexy and you feel beautiful and you're, not a size 2, but you're a size 42, good on you. That's fine. But the minute that you start imposing your will, saying that I need to find you attractive and that I need to find you stunning and brave, we're going to have a problem. It's the same as if I said bald's beautiful, and if you disagree, you're shameful and stupid. That's not how any of this works. They said, they got more pictures here. Okay, now look. I ask you guys, thumbs up if you like this photo. Thumbs up on the video if you like this photo, okay? And because this is my own vote. Maybe I have it wrong. Thumbs up for this photo. Thumbs down for this photo. And hey, that way you're saying, hey, I do not like the message you're giving right now, Joko. So if you prefer this one, thumb down the video. And if you prefer these girls, then thumbs up. That's our own little voting system, and we'll see how this turns out. Anyway, I just got a second more to read on this, but then I'm going to get to the story that has to do with us fellas. They said they purchased the outfits on Amazon, $60 a pop. The world's first plus Hooters just opened up. I'm on my way to win Customer of the Year. New York TikTok influencer Jaren Fuchs, or Furches, joked in the caption of the viral clip. Okay, So, of course, all the virtue signaling, wonderful people of the world are like, oh, stunning and brave, stunning and brave. We love you. You are amazing. But here's the thing, right? Why do we not freak out about fat shaming guys? This is an interesting story I found on YouTube. Or not on YouTube, on Yahoo Life. Why am I probably going to get heat on this video for making fun of the girls, the bigger girls that are saying I'm stunning, beautiful, brave? And again, no problems with their size. It's just the fact that they demand to be looked at as beautiful. I'm sorry, that's personal taste. People are either are or are not going to like you. And here's the other thing. If you put in 50 blonde girls that all look the same named Becky in a Hooters, that's just as, even if they're all like the same size and same bobs and vagin and everything, same butt and everything, and you say, what do you think? I'd be like, okay, it's the same girl 15 times. Like, how about some diversity? Well, same thing goes when you decide to put in a bunch of girls that, collectively weigh more than the Green Bay Packers. Well, this is Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's an actor. I like Jonah Hill. He's a good actor. He's a big boy, and he slimmed down, and then he got back up to being a big boy again. You know what Jonah Hill's not doing? Walking around in a bikini and doing interviews on why you need to find him stunning, brave, and beautiful. He's just not, because men don't do that. They say Jonah Hill shot up to the top of Hollywood by playing into the archetype he created for himself, the funny, self-depreciating fat guy. Notice they called him a fat guy. They literally just said that. The funny, self-depreciating fat guy. So right there, why didn't they just call him the self-depreciating big boy or a buxom beauty? You see what I'm saying? He was a scene stealer and knocked up as an overweight stoner. Took a leading man turn in Superbad as the corpulent, unpopular kid desperate to party. Starred as an assistant in Get Him to the Greek, and played a wide array of roles in between. But after Moneyball, in which he starred along Brad Pitt and scooped up plenty of nominations, his figure started to change, and people took notice. Fat jokes became skinny jokes, and Hill's slim down became a hot topic. Like his female cohorts, and unlike his male ones, other than the ridiculously good-looking and ripped Zac Efrons and Channing Tatums of the world, question turned to his diet and exercise regimen, and attention paid to his slimmed-down appearance. Okay, and I'm okay with that. Like, we make observations. We're humans. You observe something when it changes, and I do remember a couple articles about him slimming down, and people were like, hey, he looks good. And I would agree, and he's healthier. But they say, but now after years of keeping the weight off, Hill has reverted to his former physique. Jonah Hill. Okay, and this is a quote from the New York Daily News, all right, from the New York Daily News. Now, the articles I read about the Hooters girls, that's from the New York Post. But this is from the New York Daily News. Here's their headline. Jonah Hill is looking super bad in his latest role. They basically made fun of him for his weight. They say, hey, he looks super bad. So again, big girl, stunning and brave, an actor, maybe he's battling some issue. Maybe he's got problems. Or maybe he just likes jelly donuts and a lot of pizza. But either way, they shame him right in a headline of an article. Now, if a newspaper or an online anything did that to a woman, the outroar would be unbelievable. But, we're going to make fun of Jonah Hill. They say the story notes that the 31-year-old has gained a reported 70 pounds, clocking in at 270, and was looking noticeably husky. Filming Arms and the Dudes in California, Page 6 said that Jonah Hill is now the whale of Wall Street. While OK Magazine wrote, Jonah Hill flaunts much bigger frame for the new role as his weight battle continues. Critiquing prominent figures' looks is commonplace in the media. Just look at any tabloid for cellulite revealed, skinny skin, saggy skin exposed taglines. But the difference is that men are usually spared the humiliation. No, they're not spared the humiliation. Jason Momoa, who was, he was Aquaman and he was sporting a six-pack. Women don't seem to know this, but when you're doing gains, like you're gaining muscle, you have to overeat calories. So your body knows, hey, I'm getting plenty of energy. I'm going to sprout some extra muscle. And so it's called a bulk session. And when you bulk, you can eat a little bit over calories, but a lot of times weightlifters are like, man, I miss me some food. I'm going to overeat a lot because now I'm bulking and it gives me an excuse to really enjoy my diet. And then once they're done bulking and they put on their muscle, then they go into a lean phase. They cut out lower carbohydrates, they up their fats, they up their proteins, they drop their overall calories, and they continue to lift hard until the fat melts away and you're left with just a great physique. They gave Jason a hard time while he was in a bulk phase, and you had some very decidedly average women making fun of him. So don't pretend like this doesn't happen out there. It's definitely, I've seen many comments, whether it's tabloids or even regular news articles and stuff on Twitter making fun of some actors, dudes that gain weight. But when women do it and it's brought to light, oh my, I can't believe you're doing this. Again, it's the double standards of society. And here, these are just not comments and articles. These are the titles of the articles making fun of him. So any of you women out there that want to make fun of the comments that I just made on the previous part of this video about the Hooters girls, okay, well, how can media just crap across men across the board? I'm doing nothing different than the media is doing. Only difference is I'm doing it to the women than the men. So if you don't like it, hey, pay attention, because we men have to get used to this crap all the time. They say, but when they do become the subject of widespread criticism, it's particularly harsh. Last year, paparazzi pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio's untrimmed belly and man bun on vacation in Bora Bora with a hot 20-something surfaced. The New York Post, now remember, this article about the stunning and brave and the buxom beauties and the big women is the New York Post. Literally the same magazine or the same whatever. They said the New York Post asked the great Fatsby, with an F, Fatsby. Always classy TMZ called him Leonardo Flabrio, and asked, what isn't Gilbert Grape eating? Rob Kardashian is a frequent target of these clever but judgmental puns, and even heartthrobs including Ryan Gosling, Hugh Grant, and Gerard Butler have fallen victim to a poison pen. But the funny thing is, when these fat men get fat shamed, is it really fat shaming if no one cares? Other than me, of course. It's like the age-old philosophical question, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? When a woman is met with similarly slamming commentary, the internet erupts in disgust, coming to that individual's defense. Just look at what happened when Kelly Clarkson's body became the center of attention. A few people spoke their minds, but thousands put them in place. Kendall Jenner, Selena Gomez, Pink, Rebel Wilson, and more have all become trending topics following their time in the body-shaming spotlight. Body-shaming, like comments about Jonah Hill, is harmful and cruel regardless of its form, skinny shaming or fat shaming or target, women or men. Body image expert, blah, 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 tells you everybody's impacted, and some say, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good enough. You guys get the idea. This is the thing that enrages me so much. It's like, hey, we're gonna fat shame Jonah Hill or Leonardo DiCaprio, and we're gonna make a pun on it, like they call him Leonardo DiFlabrio. But if you did the same to a woman in a headline, they would be freaking out. So why is there no freak out when they make fun of men? Because men don't care. Because for the most part, now he might read that and be like, yeah, I need to hit the gym a little bit. But it's because at the core of men's essence, at the core of men's being, we know we're not valued for our looks. If someone came up to me and said, you know what, most of your value is based on your looks, I'd be like, great, so what am I worth? Like $1.25 now? Like $1.25? Because that's not my worth. I know it's based on other things. So when I gain a couple of pounds, or maybe when I am not hydrated as well as I should be, and the wrinkles on my forehead stand out a little bit more because I'm dehydrated, it's not the end of the world. But women, the vast majority of people look at women and judge women based on their looks and their youth and their beauty. And that's why when you make fun of a woman's weight or the way she looks, everybody's quick to defend her, because what you're doing is, in essence, you're saying to the woman, look, much of what you're judged on by society is not good. Like, we don't like what you're bringing to the table. It's the same as if a man stepped forward and they called him an emasculate, weak, broke, deadbeat, bring nothing to society loser. And nobody loves you, nobody cares about you, and no one would care if you fell in a ditch and died. Like, if you say that to him, well, if you say that to anybody, that's going to hurt their feelings. But that would hurt a man's feelings way more than making fun of his looks. And that's why most of the time when they write stuff like this, men are just like, whatever. I've had a couple of roast videos done on me, and they've either said my opinions are bad or whatever. But many of them have made fun of my height. And, he's 5'6" or whatever it is, and he's bald and he's blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. Why? Because I don't value myself off my looks, but women do. And I think that's why everybody jumps. But you notice they have no problems calling it out one way versus another. It's just another great example of the dual standards in society today.